How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Night. Last time we had so much revealed, so many different aspects to explore. It was definitely very chaotic, and I think it has been probably my favorite episode of the season so far. I'm sure we're going to continue on the reveal train this time around. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss another one. All right, enough talk. Let's roll it. Oh, Lost Boys. Either a nod to Peter Pan or a nod to that, I think it was the 80s when the Lost Boys like vampire movie came out.
How's everyone doing over there?
I know. Everything's gonna be okay.
I hope so.
A little pain now means a lot less later on. I should know. I had my chance to eliminate Arthur early on.
Yeah, such a complicated situation now. Oh man, that takes me back. I like bent a needle in my leg when I was a baby. Not a baby, but like a little kid, toddler.
I didn't remember what happened to me as a child until I was forced to. Keeping my tools in a shipping container makes more sense than...
Interesting.
After all, it's where my dark passenger was born.
Okay, so we got a little jump here. Time jump, I guess. Maybe like a week or so?
Arthur's a man of ritual, like me. And that's where I'm going to take him when he's alone in the parking lot of his church.
Interesting. Trinity has straight green, Dexter has green and red.
Wait, why isn't he stopping?
Scott, hold your sister's hand until we're inside.
You're not my mother.
Staking out another victim, or?
Nick. Barb.
Maybe he's looking for his mother's? Might be looking for his mother's victim, but he hasn't the sister recreation yet. That I know of.
I know that look.
So is he just going off the rails now?
By saving his life, have I set it all in motion again?
It doesn't seem like he's necessarily following the cycle, really.
I'm Officer Carney. Nick and Barb. Afraid they've been in a car accident.
Are they okay?
And they're gonna be fine, but they've asked me to take you.
Is that...
I'm just glad I found you.
I don't think kidnapping's part of his MO, but I think since that is the babysitter, that might be his sister Vera's replicant.
It wasn't the babysitter he was after. Arthur!
Dexter's going full hero mode now. Trying to save lives any way he can. I feel like he kind of put himself at a detriment there.
I'm calling the police.
If I so much as see a police car, the boy pays the price. You like protecting children, don't you?
Ah, yeah. Dexter did have a thing for
Tell me where you are.
I have a
protecting
process,
kids.
as long as it's not interrupted. I'll set the boy free.
That's been a thing since the beginning.
He's never taken a child before.
That you know of. This is on you.
I think Harry's kind of right in that scenario.
Don't talk, just listen. Find your dad. And fast. We both know what he's capable of.
Did he hurt someone else?
I hope not. You have the chance to finally break the cycle.
That's an interesting line.
Go through his desk, journals, computer.
Break the killing cycle and break the cycle of abuse here.
You can help put an end to all of it.
To all of what?
The sins of your father.
Sins of the Father. I think that was the name of an episode, or it's definitely been a line before, though. Maybe season 3 or season 2.
The sins of the father go on, from kid to kid to kid.
The actor there looks really familiar. This might have been like his first role or something, but like...
You like trains, Arthur?
Yeah, I recognize him.
My name isn't Arthur, it's Scott.
Look at that.
Yeah, Dexter did grab the train from off the shelf last episode. So maybe this is a piece of his cycle that we didn't know about.
His last cycle of kills took place.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for missing children.
Matthew Hicks never came home. 5 days before a woman was found murdered
Okay,
in her
new piece.
bathtub.
You always did have a soft spot for kids.
Innocence.
If each of Arthur's victims represents members of his family,
That's him. Yeah. I mean, he called him Arthur's.
Must be Arthur himself. He was 10 when his sister died. It's not 3 victims he leaves behind, it's 4. Arthur could have that boy anywhere. And now there'll be an army of police and volunteers.
Yeah, this is taking a toll on him for sure. I don't blame him though. Everything's out in the open.
I dinged a parked van last night for to let the insurance companies get involved.
Patrol spots your van, I'll give you a heads up on its location.
Good old Gordy.
As soon as he's done with the uni, I'm next.
Next for what?
Thank you, Masuka. Thank you. Better than Rita.
Morgan.
Gordon.
Come on, Deb. This is... Well, I guess... I don't know what she wants to talk to him about, but...
I've got that interview with Quinn Squeeze today. I think she might have some ideas about who shot him.
Everything is just... It's all connected. This is crazy. Every single person here has... There's been some development last episode.
Oh, shit. I forgot to run something by Batista. Will you show her to the box? I'll be there in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
This could have something to do with the Lundy shooting.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Well, why don't you put your pajamas on and we'll have something to eat?
I won't do it. I won't do anything you tell me to.
I wonder if that's a normal reaction that he gets a lot.
Father drinks and mother pays the price. I'm just trying to protect you, Arthur.
Maybe he had like an older brother or something trying to protect him, or is he taking on the role of his father here? Because he said father drinks, mother pays the price, as if he were related to the people as well. Or he could just have been saying that as like a concept.
I'm the only one here who knows what happened. I could point the police in Arthur Mitchell's direction, but the slightest misstep on their part ensures this family is never whole again.
Also puts Dexter at major risk too. But I don't think his family would back Arthur up. Maybe the wife. She seems to be very scared of him no matter what. Rightfully so, probably.
Can you imagine? Walking by your kid's empty bedroom, not knowing where he is?
No.
How does a guy like this make a dead body just disappear into thin air?
4 Walls houses.
He puts him like in the...
One of those cities on a build as a pretext for his killing cycle.
in like the foundation.
3 years on patrol, 2 years in vice.
Have you seen these? Why just stare at these?
Looks like she's about to laugh or something. Or she got the vibe that Deb's onto her.
You live over in the Gables, right?
Yeah.
60 minutes from the hotel where Frank was staying. You sure got to the crime scene fast.
I like to roll out of bed and hit the gym early.
Bullshit.
Man, I'm digging this. I love this side of Deb. More calm and collected. Especially more calm than season 3. Because she still has emotional ties to this case. And, you know, Christine could be the one that killed Lundy, but she kept her calm. And that shows some progress for her.
She's a hard-boiled crime scene reporter, and she couldn't even fucking look at those photos of Lundy.
Suspicious.
I don't know if Quinn would be too hard to nudge in that direction. He'll probably want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but it'll be easy to convince, probably. And check everywhere. Basement.
Hello? Kyle, I went through my dad's desk.
Look at the search history. Does anything stand out?
Real estate agency, the local
The
paper.
real estate site, what was he looking at?
I can email you the list if you want.
Fax them to the Kinko's near your house under my name. I'll pick them up there.
Jonah's being an asset right now. Major asset.
Was in an arcade with his sister and their nanny at around 7:45 p.m.
Man, I bet you that nanny's feeling horrible. Oh, is Cody getting in a fight?
What are you doing? He said he saw Dexter leave the young sailors camp out in the middle of the night because he was scared. So I hit him.
I'm so sorry. Boys, huh? If my son said that's what he saw, I believe him.
Not the mom getting into the kid squabbles. Come on.
Dad, I really need to see you.
There's a reason why we only see each other a couple of times a year, Christine. I have a full life. Love you.
I think I'm in trouble.
Yeah, that unfeeling nature. No boots in the house.
Is that food for me?
Once you put your pajamas on, Arthur.
Yeah. Arthur is sadistic. Such a stark contrast from the beginning of the season already. You know, it felt like he was more of a victim then, and now he's just clearly the antagonist.
You're late, big day?
Yeah, I was helping out with that missing boy.
Paul's folks called. They want to take the kids to Disney World one weekend.
They're nothing like Paul. Plus, I think it would be good for Cody right now. One of the young sailors said you disappeared the night of the camping trip.
Yeah.
Cody was defending
and
your
I think
honor.
I pointed that out. Hope nobody would catch him, but apparently somebody did.
Said he doesn't want to be around somebody who tells lies.
Too late.
We just gotta think outside the box.
How's this for outside the box? Christine's the same height as the shooter.
Christine shoots Lundy. Why?
So I wonder how much Christine knows about Arthur and his past, if anything at all. And they have like an arrangement, apparently.
Nothing like clean, cool water, huh, big guy?
Man, this just gave me like a flash of like
I
one of
killed
the
an
killers.
innocent man when I left the campsite that night.
The singular light coming from above, kind of the same lighting that they normally use.
You out of your fucking mind? No way Christine had anything to do with shooting you or...
I guess I gotta eat my words.
Look, you're probably right about Christine, and I am totally off base. But you're a cop and a good one, and I know.
A good one? No.
You should keep a toothbrush here. You can shove this up my ass anytime you want. I need you to get a DNA panel on this ASAP.
Project Runway is on.
Oh man, this was probably like the good season too. When like Heidi was like one of the judges, and one of my siblings really loved to watch that, and I was around when they were watching it, so I got some of that. So many great quotes.
She just looked like rigatoni Mad Max. Barefoot Appalachian Little Abner Barbie. She looks like a transvestite flamenco dancer at a funeral.
See my toothbrush? Cleaning lady must have thrown it out by mistake.
She's jealous of my perfect teeth.
She does have pretty nice teeth.
This is about your partner, isn't it? Did she say something to you?
About what?
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna be late for work.
Yeah, maybe this is a new thing for her.
We might be in trouble. We have to talk about that woman in the bathtub that night when I was little.
Maybe that's when it all started.
This is stupid. Just take me home. I want to see my mom and dad.
I bet you that hits for him.
And take the brightest stars up in the skies and place them in her eyes for me. It was Vera's favorite song. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
Man. The guilt. I mentioned a guilt complex in one of the closing thoughts. I think 2 episodes ago.
If it'll make you feel any better, you can call me Arthur.
Might not be a step forward.
You're a dear boy, Arthur. So innocent, kind-hearted. Promise me you'll always stay that way.
He might ensure that. That was just the go-ahead he was waiting for. So I wonder if that's like just gonna knock him out, or maybe like a roofies type of deal.
We found your van about 20 minutes ago. It was at a diner on Flagler and 4th.
Hey, Dex.
Where are you off to?
So many different angles going on.
Remember to pick up diapers.
This is really bringing me back to season 2 type of chaos.
Deborah Morgan!
Fuck me.
Oh.
You dumped me for another CI, and all this time it still hurts. God, I was completely out of my mind. Went to her house, confronted her.
So,
That might have been a key right there.
the DNA results on Christine Hill are back.
She's fucking related to Trinity.
This is the Deb I like to see. Like they were in some kind of basement or a cellar or something.
Bomb shelter.
Bomb shelter? One of those old like 40s ones or 50s ones. He got the right house, but he's too late.
1960s Miami. Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah.
Irony is places like this were built to keep people safe.
10 years off.
I saw you that night. Back when I was 5. He told me to stay in the car, but I didn't. So I got out and I went to that woman's house.
Oh, so yeah, he was already...
Saw you in the bathtub with her.
with his eyes.
It was a dream.
I knew it wasn't when it happened again in the same house 30 years later.
Yeah, so he was already on the spree.
Your priorities have changed.
I'm a father now.
Different mindset.
Look through all the postcards you sent me over the years. Every trip you took, in every city you went, a woman died in a bathtub.
I don't know what you're talking.
Oh, it's all right. I protected you. An FBI agent, Lundy.
Yeah, so confirmed.
I made it look like another crime spree. The vacation murders, the police had no idea. But they're starting to ask questions.
And they know that she's related to Trinity. All it's going to take is for them to be spotted in the same place.
I'd do anything for you.
Die for him.
You've always been so special to me. I'll drop by tonight. We'll figure all of this out, okay?
Yeah, I feel like she just signed her own death warrant there, maybe. I don't think... He obviously harms his own kids now, so I don't think he'll have any problem harming her. Although she seems to, there seems to be a different dynamic between them. She's been around for the longest.
No wonder none of those missing boys has ever been found.
Case of body in cement.
I think he's alive, too, which is even crazier.
Child in cement. That's not very Christian.
Walk away, Kyle. This doesn't concern you.
I mean, at least with the bag, he might have a little bit of extra time, but... Keep your eyes on the rear, man.
Alive.
Yeah. He was focusing too long. Well, at least he saved the life of the kid.
Daddy.
Plan him from the start. Like, when Quinn was introduced, he was introduced as kind of like a ladies' man, so I would have thought he would be able to see through, those feminine wiles and stuff like that. Apparently not.
Long day.
The longest.
Do you hear that?
No crying?
For once, the house is quiet.
She might be waiting for the right time, but she should definitely tell him.
Promise you no one's ever gonna hurt you again. Especially me.
Interesting. I think that scene was kind of like a callback to earlier in the season. Maybe episode 1. He was talking to Harrison like that in that room, and I think it was the exact same shot. He was like, Daddy kills people or something like that.
Wanna know a secret? Daddy kills people.
It's getting more and more chaotic as we head towards the finale. A further look into Trinity's MO, and, I'm not really sure the role he's taking on there. Maybe he's not really taking on a role himself in that scenario. He's more acting as the Force. Behind that, like he does with the first two, or the ones that we believed were the first two. His sister, that was a slip and fall. He didn't really have anything to do with that, but he is the factor that puts that into motion for the victims. Same with the falling. The only one that he actively takes part in as himself is the one with his father, which is the one he actually did, which makes sense. So it would make sense if he was just, again, being that outside force, and the 10-year-old kid was just himself. But it looks like Christine might survive. I don't think she was long for this world if Trinity had gone there during the nighttime and met up with her. So that might be a win for her, honestly, in the long run. She seems pretty emotionally fragile, and she seems to have all the information and everything tied together, like the postcard. She has evidence. She witnessed the crime. So I wonder how old she is. Maybe like in her 30s somewhere. like 36 or so. If that was the start of the cycle 30 years ago, she would have to be at least 30, like 36 or 37. She was there since the start, but I wonder what the initiating factor was. And I wonder if Trinity's first marriage had anything to do with anything in this case. Oh yeah, Dexter was definitely on his detective piece this time around. The chaos was palatable. It was sort of that season 2 level of energy of trying to protect, right? He was trying to protect himself in season 2, like going to all these different means to do so. But in this case, he's going to those same means, maybe even further, to protect this kid. We kind of got the reasoning behind that too in this episode. You know, his protecting those kids is like protecting the innocence that he lost in that cargo container. And it's interesting that Trinity is the opposite of that, really. Protecting the innocence of the kid by killing him at that young age. Quick side note, as somebody who enjoys all kinds of music, this show has put me on to quite a few over the past few seasons. In this case, Venus by Frankie Avalon, which is the song that Arthur is singing. It's kind of a banger. Anyway, I want to draw a quick parallel between Christine and Lila because they are very similar characters, going to the lengths of killing in order to protect somebody they love. A different relationship dynamic, of course, but it also struck me how much they're pushing the daddy issues this season. First with Deb and Lundy, and now Christine. Maybe it's a way of staying on theme with the fact that Dexter is now a father. But coming up, I think Christine could go either way as we continue. One being that she stays true to what she said in this episode.
I'd do anything for you.
And the other that she just completely folds under the pressure, because we did see how emotional she was getting. I have no real guess as to what Arthur is going to do coming up. He really doesn't know much about Dexter, or if he does, he's been hiding it. Interrupting the cycle could be devastating and push Arthur to take the fight to Kyle, maybe leading to some conflict involving the family. And with that in mind, Arthur might get suspicious that Jonah was helping Dexter if he sees that things in his desk or on his computer were tampered with, which could lead to even more conflict. I think it is very safe to say and very obvious that the next 2 episodes are going to be very hectic. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell just so you never miss a video, and I will see you all on the next one.